Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So it looks like I have another truckload of ATV. This time it only took one to fill the truck. I didn't have to buy two. So this was a $450 Facebook deal. Didn't have to travel too far with it, which is always a good thing. So let's get it off the truck and figure out why it was so cheap. So here it is in all its glory. Let's start out with the backstory. Originally this came from Orange County, New York, Middletown to be exact. And the person I bought it from what he said was a farm type situation. He said when he got it, it was already seized. Now he was a mechanical guy. I kind of questioned him on his background and all. He fixes industrial equipment for a living, so he's no amateur when it comes to spinning wrenches. Anyway, he said he got it seized and he managed to get it freed up. So I'm like, well, that's a good thing. He says, but in the meantime, it's seized again. Seized again is never a good thing. He indicated he got the engine loose by taking off the clutch side cover, and he managed to turn the clutch around. I'm just looking at this thing and I'm wondering, I mean, if it was in a flood or something at some point. See the way the headlights, one is kind of full of rust and the other one isn't. By the way, this is my third 1998 Honda TRX 300 FW four-wheel drive four-wheeler. So 3 the same. One runs but has an axle full of sludge, I mean clay. I mean, like, doesn't want to turn anymore, the rear axle. And then there's this one in whatever condition it's in. I figured for 450 bucks, I really couldn't go wrong, right? Even though it is seized. I figure the back axle is worth the complete 450. Now, as I've been working my way around, you can see, generally speaking, all the plastics are in really good shape. And from a plastic point of view, I'm really talking the red stuff. Other than this meltdown here, so I'm not quite, oh, the exhaust is completely blown through. That'd explain it. So, other than that, the plastics are in good shape. These brush extenders, brush guards, whatever you guys want to call these black editions, which, by the way, you can't get anywhere. They're kind of cracked up, but the rest of the plastic's in really pretty nice shape. That's a good thing. The tires, it's got run flats on them because they don't hold air for any more than 30 seconds. So 30-second run flats, because after 30 seconds you're running them flat or you're not running them. So those are completely shot. It's got the optional easy to steal key switch. The gas tank looks real pretty and real clean inside, so that's good. I mean, that'll probably come off, and that's in nice shape. Hey, Steve, I need a new seat. It's got the ripped up seat, including mouse chewed front end. So that's what the seat looks like. The air cleaner, I think Musty One dropped one of his mouse friends by. A lot of times when you see stuff like that, the ammonia from the mouse pee, if the intake valve's open, that kind of gets into the piston, and it has a tendency to make things seize up. Now it rolls if it didn't have flat tires, it'd roll better. But it kind of rolls. So I'm hoping that the drive, front axle, back axle, shafts, and all that, everything else is in decent shape. I think these are OEM tires. Yeah, it's got Goodyear's. I think my OEM one, my original one, the one I bought in good shape, there you go. I think that one has Goodyear's on it. It's always nice to see the Honda and the Made in America stuff, right? I think they make them down Georgia way. Down there by Calvin. Toolkit's missing. Toolkit's always missing. Sometimes you fish around with these things and you find some other pieces that you're looking for. I'm really hoping once again that back axle's in good shape. So I'm not sure what this means. ESW 20, personal vehicle, $20, permit number. So I'm assuming the 20 might be for the year 20, 2 years ago. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it means nothing. And then they would put another number there indicating, but that would indicate also that you're only going to allow 99 vehicles. So I'm not sure. Maybe that's all bull. The handlebars look straight. I don't think it's ever been wrecked. That's always a good thing. It plowed for a living. In my opinion, that's not great. It does have, looks like no back brakes. It's got front brakes. It's still got something going on with the throttle here. So I'm pretty sure if I had to, I can easily find $450 worth of parts. Particularly, I don't know if anybody's priced them out, but to have somebody pull a rear end off of one of these things and ship it to your house, you're on the wrong side of $500. And by the wrong side, you're on the paying side of the wrong side of $500, not on the receiving. The boots, I mean, I haven't twirled the wheels around completely, but the front boots look like they're in decent shape. I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to get this thing unseized and running. I have had some luck. He said it was unseized, and he said he put Marvel Mystery Oil in it. I'm wondering if it unseized, he put it together, a mouse moved in, it seized up again, and then he went to kick it over and discovered that it had seized up again, and that's where he kind of packed it in. Looks like the VIN number's also intact, right? Nobody did the scrapey, scratchy, wipe it out VIN number thing. So that's all good news. Now, what am I going to do with this thing? My plan always, whenever I get an all-terrain vehicle, is to see if I can't get it running again. So I'm going to try to get the engine unseized, and you guys are going to join me for that. At the same time I'm doing that, I'm also going to figure out if that rear end's any good. If I can't unseize the engine and the rear end is seized, though I got a great deal here, I'm not a happy camper. Yeah, once again, for $450, by the time you buy the Kickstarter, clean up the plastics a little bit, back tires do hold air, I mean the rims, you know, the seat, there's something there, the racks, there's something there. It does have some brake, probably the carburetor's okay. You know, the gas tank, heck, the gas tank's probably worth half of what I paid for it. So I did okay for paying the parts price of $450, but given that I don't part them out, that I try to get them running again, this could be another one that works its way toward the money pit thing, right? That even though it's nice and it looks great and it looks like you could do something with it, by the time the thing's done with your wallet, it's empty and you have an all-terrain vehicle that's worth less than all the money you put into it. So it's easy to get there. I did some research though, and it looks like if the engine is seized in such a way that I can't use the jug and piston and so forth. This appears to be one of those where the Chinese folks have cloned it, and there is a China clone for the jug and the piston and all that. And you could buy the full kit with the gaskets, piston rings, jug, gaskets, O-rings, seals, all that junk for about $155. So, you know, $450, another couple of hundred, $550, $650. Get the seat cleaned up a little bit, get that on there. I mean, for, you know, got to put tires on it for somewhere around $1,200, including some real tires. If you put all those numbers together, you're in pretty good shape. This thing with new tires, a decent looking seat, starts, runs, moves the whole bit, right? Around me, they're going for as high as $2,500. So if you're in for $1,200, even if you only, I don't know, get $1,500 to $2,000 for it, you're still in it a decent shape. Once again, if the axles are packed full of cement, a lot less so. Anyway, it's out raining on my parade, and the mosquitoes are about to have their third course of my blood. So I gotta head on in. I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and please remember to get out there and enjoy each and every day. You don't know how many you're going to get, and you don't know how many Hondas are going to be left. I seem to be buying them all up, so you want to get out and have some fun and buy some of these before I do. Take care now, folks.